Two.
Yeah, somebody had to.
Somebody had to take advantage of it. If you didn't, we would have had Atlanta in there or New Orleans. They took advantage of just junk.
So now you got probably on the quarterback side of the ball with these two. You have two pretty much of these quarterbacks that actually are top of their game when they come to rushing the ball. You got Russell Wilson since 2012, 1,800 yards, 11 touchdowns. Cam Newton, same amount, 19 touchdowns. But we know Cam Newton is liable to throw up the ball and force him.
But they do it in different ways. When you look at when Russell runs the ball, it's in a totally different way than when Cam Newton is running the ball. Mm-hmm. They do run the little quarterback option, the little read option with Russell sometimes and everything. But a lot of times when Russell makes his big yards, or when there's nothing there and he's always looking downfield, but then he just takes off and goes. But he does it smartly. It's not his first option. Because like we've seen him where he'll run around and he'll stop and just sling it down the field. But that's not his only option. Cam does it to where he gets that first sense and Cam's gone. Mm-hmm. But lately he hasn't been doing it because he don't want to get crapped in the back again. So he's kind of been slowing down on the read options and everything with Carolina. But Russell does it in such I call it a smooth type of way because the way he does it is kind of smooth. Because he never looks like he's flustered.
Right.
When he does it. Cam sometimes looks like he's flustered, and then when Cam gets flustered, bad things happen.
Yeah, you can't.
But bad things don't happen. If you look, bad things don't happen when Russell gets out and goes. You don't see Russell turning the ball over a lot.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Now, is there a certain matchup that you want to see from this game at all, or anything that interests you, or you just
Luke Kuechly against Marshawn Lynch?
I like that.
I want to see Luke Kuechly against Marshawn Lynch. That's my big one. Luke Kuechly supposedly the best middle linebacker in the game. Marshawn Lynch, one of the most physical runners in the game, and that's what I want to see.
The Panthers run D week 9 through 17, 3-point yards per attempt, and then that was 10th. And then there was only 2 times that a runner only got 20 yards against them on a big run. 20 yards on a straight run down the field.
Russell Wilson will have 3 of those this week against the Panthers' run defense. He'll have 3 20-yard runs himself this week. It's a difference when you play all these other guys that don't have that dynamic. Big part of their running game is based on what Russell can do as well.
Right.
So that's one of those things to where you're like, oh, they done this, but they haven't played nobody with this type of dominant run game that Seattle has.
The last time these two teams played each other, frankly, it's always been a low-scoring, ugly game.
Well, they played each other during the regular season this year. And Seattle whooped them. Like, whooped them. We just saw it. It was on your little thing. Seattle whooped them.
Like, look at this. Besides the one that you said this year. Week 5, 2012, 16-12, only 19 offensive points scored. 12-7, top for lowest scoring game of the year. Week 8, 9th low scoring game of the year. Sometimes this game can get very ugly, huh?
Oh yeah, but that's Seattle's game though.
That is.
Seattle's game is make it ugly. Mm-hmm. But I just see. Plus they're in Seattle, so that just adds another whole different dimension to the game as well. But now the Seattle's clicking on all cylinders right now. A little earlier in the season, they still didn't have all their people back, but they're rolling right now. They're rolling.
All right. Well, put on your cap here. What's the odds? I'm gonna let you make your prediction here. No upset here.
0.3%.
I remember you say you got in a back and forth of one of our buddies in here, but you say 0.3%.
Yeah, I'm not even giving you a percent.
You're not giving a percent.
No. I'm not even giving it a 1.
I'm going 20%.
Nah.
I'm going 20%.
That's high.
Yeah, it's high, but I'm going 20% just because of the rush. Now they can stop the rush, then that's with Wilson and Marshawn Lynch. You never know. You might have a chance to go ahead and take one, but it's hard to win up there. Very, very hard to win up there. And I'll give you this. Jonathan Stewart's been coming on as of late as far as running game. I hear you that they really have not been playing anybody.
That stops now.
In the Hawks nest, huh?
You don't run. Oh, yeah! Done.
But all in all, my prediction is that Seattle will win. This is going to be an ugly game. I'm going to say 17-7. I think Carolina get one touchdown. That's all they get. And then Cam is he's gonna throw the ball up and actually have some of these guys to pick. So
I think Seattle wins by an even bigger margin than that. I think they put up at least 20-something points.
Do you?
Yeah, the way their offense is rolling. Look what they did to Arizona. Arizona is the number one defense in the league. And they put up 40 on Arizona. Just 40. They just flat out didn't care and put up 40 points on them. So it's one of those things where I think it's going to get ugly, but then towards the end of the game, Seattle will start just dominating and start putting up some points. But I think it'll be an ugly first half, but then like everybody does in Seattle, you eventually wear down.
Yeah.
And they eventually hit that long run and that big play, and then it's over from there.
Yeah, I just think, even though I think that because they like to win, it's going to be pretty much a time possession game with them.
They take their heart. They take
Russell
your heart.
Control the clock.
They take your heart with one big play. They yank it out of you with just one play.
And I just think with that, of course, Cam Newton is decent enough to kind of give him a touchdown. And
yeah, but he'll do something stupid.
Yeah. So, I mean, with Arizona, they was down to their YMCA quarterback. So, I mean, it was so bad that even Kurt Warner was waiting for a call for the Cardinals to come back. I mean, that's how bad it was at that quarterback
But
position.
their defense couldn't even. Their defense couldn't even stop.
Yeah. True.
They couldn't even stop. Russell Wilson had 4 over 20-yard rushes in like the first quarter against.
Heck, you even joked about it a couple podcasts ago about Arizona. You like they benched their quarterback at practice.
Yeah.
Their third-string quarterback got benched at practice.
They benched their third-string quarterback at practice. Let the other guy come in. He was so bad they benched him and went back to the guy that was bad in practice. I'm like, man, no wonder they didn't win that playoff game.
I saw a posting on Craigslist for the position to play quarterback for Arizona Cardinals.
I wouldn't have wanted it.
They say anybody that can throw 20 yards or something accurately.
But here's what kills me though. Guys like that got jobs, but a dude that's won playoff games and has an above 500 record in the league can't even find a job.
It's a shame, man.
But dudes that are garbage don't have a job.
The world's back up.
Someone needs to give a dude a chance. Somebody needs to give the dude a chance. That's all I'm saying. I could have threw some of them passes dude was missing in Arizona.
Ain't that the truth? So, all right, we finna get into the next game here. This is, I think, personally, it's going to be me and Kevin's favorite game to watch here. At least it's going to be mine. Cowboy and the Packers.
Oh, yeah. This game will be fun to watch.
All right, so you got Aaron Rodgers and Tony Romo.
The first meeting between the two teams in the playoffs in Green Bay since the friggin' Ice Bowl.
The Ice Bowl. All right, here are some little tidbits for you. Rodgers.
I didn't cuss. I said Ice Bowl.
And Ice Bowl.
I've been good this. I haven't cussed a lot.
No, you haven't. All right.
I said hell one time.
Well, I mean,
that was it.
That ain't bad.
No.
Okay, Rodgers had
it's cold as hell. Why did everybody always say cold as hell outside?
It's an oxymoron, ain't it?
Yeah, hell ain't cold. Cold is, I don't know. Alaska.
Whoever came up with that, we'll just criticize them later.
Yeah, we do. We do it on our own time.
Aaron Rodgers had these are the two highest prize rated in NFL history. Aaron Rodgers with 106 and Tony Romo with 97.6. They both had a combined quarterback rating.
Romo always gets killed because because he throws an interception at the end of the game or something like that. The dude is a good quarterback.
Do you think because they live in the moment? What they see right there? That
no, it's because he's the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
that's why.
America's team.
If he was the quarterback of us, I'd be more than happy to have these kind of stats. But it's because he's the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. That's exactly why. He gets such a he'd be riddled because he's that.
Yeah. Both of these guys during the regular season had a combined quarterback rating of 225.4. To tell you the great quarterback both of these teams have been having, as Kevin had pretty much expanded on the last comment there. Now, here's the fun part. 40 degrees or colder. Romo passer rating goes down 11.3 below his average to 86.3. Rodgers goes below his average 1.3 to 104.7. Rodgers does not get phased by the cold.
It's because he plays in it.
Obviously, right?
He don't play in a $1 billion domed up stadium with big gigantic TVs.
All right, Kevin.
He plays in a freaking frozen field.
And this is the first time
in NFL history, 8-0 team on the road playing an 8-0 team at home.
Talk about that task of these teams being 8-0. What do you think about that? I want to hear this.
I'm just amazed that Dallas went 8-0 on the road. That's what I'm amazed at. The thing that I'm amazed at is Dallas, the way they played at the end of the year was by far a complete opposite of what they usually done. Why? Because they've done what they should have been doing for years, and that's feeding the rock to the running back. You get the running game going, you take a lot of pressure off Tony Romo, and tell him to deliver when he needs to deliver, and that's from the 20 to in the red zone, and he's delivered. But that is what they exactly should have been doing for years. But for some odd reason, they wanted to put the ball on Tony too much and let him go and throw and throw and throw and throw. Well, when you throw a lot, you're going to make a mistake sometime. Mm-hmm. And it just happens to him that it always happens at the end of the game. But now that they have established the running game and have that great balance of run and pass, now look what they're doing.
Now, question: what's more impressive to you, that at home, that Green Bay beat a team by 19.4 points per game, or Dallas beat these road teams by 11.8 on the road?
And that's Dallas beating people on the road. You just don't go on the road 8 times and always win. You don't do that. You do not do that. You slip up sometime. You slip up. But they didn't. They play like crap at home sometimes. Yeah. But they didn't do it on the road, which is just crazy.
The fact that they beat teams by 12 points on the road is definitely impressive. Look at Tony Romo's stats on the road. Completion percentage, 7%. 20-2. Touchdown, interception. Now, that's pretty darn good. If your quarterback throws 2 interceptions
compared to what
season,
he usually does.
Yeah, exactly. Rating is pretty darn good. 120, 121. Rodgers at home is just a beast. Mm-hmm. 67% completion passes.
25-0.
No interceptions at home.
None.
And the funny thing is that he's going against the Dallas secondary that's been questionable at best. Matter of fact, they got tore up last week by Megatron and Golden Tate.
The bad part that has me concerned is Aaron's playing with a tore calf muscle?
Calf muscle, yeah.
It's cold. You got a muscle that's tore, and you're going to be out there playing. I know Dallas's defense ain't the greatest thing in the world, but they've been good enough. Mm-hmm. They've been just good enough to get them by. But that's got me hugely concerned. Is Aaron's calf?
Yeah,
that's a huge concern for me.
The thing about Aaron, he's just so darn tough, man, and I hope. Yeah, I hope he.
But still, you take a shot or anything on that leg, especially in the cold. My knee hurts, and it's 40 degrees outside, and my knee hurts, and all I got is arthritis. He's got a torn calf muscle, and it's going to be out there, and it's going to be negative 436 degrees.
Well, you are, yeah. That is things, man.
It's gonna be cold.
There's something about Aaron Rodgers, though. He just got that it factor, though. So you hope you know it's gonna bother him a little bit, but you hope to see him at the top of his game.
And I can't relax either. I can't relax because it's not good. But then Tony's got the bad back and everything. It's gonna be cold. All these nicks and bruises and everything multiply 14 times.
Yeah.
When it's cold. So it's going to be a thing to see how some of these guys react to,
yeah.
When it's cold.
When it's cold and you get hit, even when
you don't even want to get hit when it's cold.
No.
You don't want to do anything when it's cold.
I just advise both of them just fall on the ground. Don't get hit in the cold. It sucks just having the ball coming at you and you Even just playing catch here in the cold.
Yeah, I don't even go outside.